Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Talia and I'm a new grad occupational therapist and I just woke up, so my voice is still waking up. So I started vlogging last week and I didn't get very far. Last week actually was a pretty tough week, stressful week in my personal life, and it just kind of made it a little bit harder at work, but overall my work week was a good week. I really appreciated having such supportive and caring people around me at work, in my team and as my friends. So it was because of them that I was able to get through last week. So I'll show you the clip. I think I only ended up filming like one clip last Monday. So here it is. Wait, did I start the last vlog in this shirt? Clearly I need to go shopping. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Talia and I am a new grad occupational therapist. So this week is starting a little differently. One of my family members is quite sick and in hospital, so I've had to come home to look after our house and our animals whilst my mum goes up to visit them in hospital upstate. Do we say that in Australia? Upstate, North Queensland. In northern Queensland than here. Luckily I am still able to get to work this week. It'll just be a much longer than usual commute, but that is okay, and I don't actually mind being home and being with my pets who are very needy. Are you needy or very needy? Needy or very needy? You look quite angry on camera. Very needy, very needy. Are you needy or very needy? Very needy? Thought so. So this week is just gonna be another typical week, I guess. I've done a few reports today. Had to pay some fines for some library books because now that I've moved, I have to wait until I come home to return library books. And yes, they were very understanding, but I still had to pay a fine. Actually, I can show you the books I'm reading. I am reading a book, The Unofficial Guide to Adopting, and then something like Guide to Fostering, and this other book that I'll put on the screen that I'm really enjoying that has some activities for working with children or adolescents who are considered vulnerable. So it has some things around building resilience, personal safety, personal space, talking through experiences and how they see the world and how that has shaped who they are. So really valuable books in the setting that I'm working with, as well as with the population that I would like to be working in general, which is more child and youth mental health, kids and adolescents with trauma backgrounds. So I'm really enjoying these books. I just don't have a whole lot of time to read, so I haven't made a ton of progress in each of these books, hence me needing to renew them for multiple months and having fines. But I have one more month and then maybe I will renew them again. Let's be honest, I will have to renew them again. So obviously I didn't get very far in the vlog, so I'm going to vlog this week. Today is my admin day, so I have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to work out. My goal for this week is to focus a bit on me, to focus back on me, and to really make sure I'm looking after myself, and part of that is trying to get back into working out a few days a week. I did yesterday and my back is aching, so clearly I did something right or wrong, and so I'm trying to decide if I just want to do some running, or if I want to do kickboxing, or if I just want to do something like a simple workout. I usually just follow things on YouTube or just straight jog or run on the spot, or go for a run or walk. When I say run, I mean like walk, then run, and then walk. And when I say run, I really mean jog, then walk, and then sometimes it's just walking. But you know, fit people say they go running, so I just want to fit in. But mostly it's jogging and walking. And then the rest of today, I would like to do this a lot with my finger. And the rest of the day, I would like to do, this is turning into an ASMR video. I have washing to hang out, and I'm trying to put together a video on tips and things to expect in interviews. Again, it will just be based on my experiences, and I haven't interviewed or applied for every job ever, so really it will be based on my experience and the ways I prepared for my interviews. I was able to talk to a few of my friends just briefly on what questions they remembered from their interviews, and so I was able to get a few more points. It's actually been tough lately with a few different commitments popping up and having to really prioritize and, you know, take a break from some things such as, you know, editing and filming for YouTube, which I do miss, so I'm wanting to get back into today. But that's just adult life, isn't it? Making choices, deciding what are priorities, and getting into it. So today also is my session planning day, as most of you know, and I have rehearsal tonight. Oh, I should work out. It is 8:39. I've been up since like 7, just talking to friends, which is good. Ooh, okay, just getting work emails. Oh, and I think it was Andrew who commented on my last vlog. Yes, Andrew, I hope your first health and occupations essay that was due a week ago, it might be 2 weeks by the time you see this. I hope it went well, Andrew, and I hope you didn't get someone to do it for you. Hope you did it yourself. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. So one of my friends just came over who is taking the day off, kind of taking a mental health day off, and we just spent some time together, and we kind of realized that we both kind of need someone to help us, you know, be accountable for all the things we want to achieve and to look out for each other's well-being. So we've kind of decided we're going to start going on walks and just start supporting each other, and in my mind prompting each other to keep working on, you know, the personal self-care kind of goals that we have for ourselves and that we have in common, it seems. So this has really reminded me that it's sometimes when you're going through things, it can feel really isolating and feel like no one else gets it, or if I bring it up to someone else, I'll just be annoying them, or yeah, no one else kind of understands it. They don't go through this. We see from the outside what people's lives look like, and they might appear bright and happy, but on the inside there could be all these things happening. So just hearing her talk about things that reminded me of things I'm going through, it was like, oh, okay, it's not just me. It's not just me. There's other people, there's so many people who feel the same way as we do, and I feel really positive that we have each other to look out, that we have one another to look out for each other. Did that make sense? We have each other, and that I am, you know, right now surrounded by a really lovely group of friends here in my new town, and I just wanted to say, like, don't be afraid to reach out for help. Don't feel that if you reach out for help that no one is going to understand what you're going through. It might take reaching out to a few people to feel like you're being heard and that someone wants to understand what you're going through. It might not be the first person who has the time or has the patience or is in the right space themselves to help you or to give you a listening ear, but that it is just so important to reach out in the first place and to keep reaching out. So yeah, deep thoughts. So I did get, I think, 2 reports done, or 1.5. Sometimes in an assessment, it's just not the best day to be assessing that child or to be meeting that child. They might normally be a bright, spunky, great kid, and they walk in and they're just not having it. They don't want to do anything. you want to play Lego? No, no, no. I have coloring? No, no. You just start throwing things and the parents like, they're not normally like, this isn't their norm. Like, that's okay. We'll get through as much as we can today. I'll talk to you and get as much information I can from you, and we'll just book it another time. So I have some things like that coming up where I need to complete the rest of an assessment session before I can complete the report. And I found so far that when they return, it has gone well, like much better than the first session. I just caught them on a off day or in the wrong mood or something like that, or I insulted them by not bringing out blocks but I brought out Lego, or you know what I mean. So that can happen, and see, that's why those reports are half done at the moment, because I can't complete them yet. So I have a concert coming, well, I have multiple concerts coming up this weekend. We're doing the same show twice, on Saturday and Sunday, and I volunteered to help. I volunteered to help create kind of the PowerPoint, the visuals that go in the background whilst all the performances are happening, because I clearly don't have too much to do already. No one was putting that, in my defense, no one was putting their hand up, and I was like, this is something I know I can do, this is something I know I enjoy. They need help, so I put my hand up. Has been a little bit of work, but at the end of the day, it's okay. I got it done. So it's kind of like a magic themed performance, so each of the pieces is somehow related to like mystical worlds or magic, or yes. So I was able to find like clips from the background, whether it's a still image from the movie or the story, or if it's some kind of visual that is like kind of mystical, magical, a mystical forest. Yeah, but my PowerPoint, so I'm doing it through PowerPoint. I've downloaded all the clips that I want, and I put them on each slide, so the video will start playing once you go to that slide. But yesterday, when I was like putting it all together, the PowerPoint just kept shutting down. I think because it's so much information, is that the right word? Like just so much happening in that file. Anytime I add a new video on top of it, it's just like it takes a really long time to like save and just figure itself out. So I'm hoping when I bring the USB to rehearsal tonight, because they're wanting to like practice with it in the background, it doesn't just like freeze and shut down and they look at me like so this is what you've been working on. So I'm hoping it does me proud and it looks good, and yeah, that's what I've been doing. Well, not today, that's what will be happening tonight. But my friend and I have decided we were going to go for a walk this afternoon, but I have rehearsal, so we're saying before work tomorrow morning, wake up a little bit earlier, we're going to go walking. And because I told her one of my goals is, you know, to like get back into exercising, just to make the time, really just look after myself a bit more, and she's very supportive of that, and so we're going to look after each other. All right, I'll check in with you guys later. I need to do some session planning. Also, something that I find is self-regulating and calming for me, it helps me get into the green zone, out from the red zone or the blue zone after very tiring days, or even just kind of cooling down from a workout, is to come sit on the swings. Apparently since I was a kid, you would just always find me on the swings, and how my mum knew it was a bad day at daycare was she would drop me off and I'd just head to the swings, and if she found me in the exact same spot at the end of the day, she knew it hadn't been a great day. So the swings for me still are a soothing activity. As much as my friends look at me strangely whenever I head straight to the swings if we're walking past the park. I just love the swings, and we have swings in our backyard and they can handle my weight, which is great.
Good morning everyone. It is Tuesday morning and I have just prepared my breakfast. So I made this yesterday, the fritters, and I've just put it together and reheated it. But I thought I would show you, and yes, it is a little bit extra. If you feel like you're not on the same level as me anymore, that is okay. My grocery budget feels the same way, but I thought, oh well, for this week. So I got this book the other week. I'm not super into recipe books and all that stuff, but I thought grown-ups are. I should try and be a grown-up. So it was like this one. I don't know. This is the second time I've made them and I really like them. Could just be because of the smoked salmon on top. I just really like smoked salmon. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. Then I'm hopefully gonna go for a walk.
Good morning everyone, it is Wednesday. I hope you are having a lovely day, and it is very cold and I'm off to go do another walk with one of my friends. We went yesterday and it was successful, and she wanted to go again today, which I was surprised, but I'm up for it. And I finally found a use for this jersey, and it is to keep me warm. It's definitely not a fashion statement to wear school jerseys, but it keeps me warm now, and I feel like I'm old enough that it's not because at uni it's a thing. If you see new university students wearing their school jerseys a few years out, it's like, that's not cool. It doesn't really matter, it's just a jersey. But I feel like I'm old enough and past my graduation date for it to be like that. Don't let that stop you from wearing your jersey. Wear your jersey when you want. Don't worry about other people. Yes. So yesterday I had 4 clients. We had our team meetings, our clinical supervision. It was great actually. We had someone kind of teleconference in, another OT who's now working in a toileting clinic and focusing on toileting. And she was able to help us with some cases and kind of just upskill us a little bit in the area of toileting. And there's just so much to it. Different ages, working with kids and teens with different conditions and how that might impact how we approach toileting or the strategies we give. I also identified yesterday that I'd like to learn more about working with kids and teens with ODD, oppositional defiant disorder, and just strategies as to kind of how to work through when they do get in that headspace of no, yeah. And I started reading, I started looking up, and it was a lot about, you know, building that rapport and that relationship, consistency and familiarity, and make sure we're giving choice. So I was talking to another clinician after a session, like, do you have any strategies that you're already using if you've had experience with kids with or teens with ODD? And she was saying, like, she was really highlighting making sure we're giving choice, and these are the activities we have to get through today. Which one should we do first, or what are we going to do today? Can we do this? Yeah. So really making sure they feel part of it, as anxiety could be maybe triggering some of it in the moment, or frustration, or not understanding the task. And yeah, it could be lots of things, so it's definitely an area to learn more about. And today I think I'm meeting some new clients that I got a bunch handed over yesterday, and so I've got a bit more reading of notes to do, I've got a bit more reading of clinical notes to do to see what I should be doing in our first session, understanding what their goals are, what has worked for them in the past. Want to build that rapport and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys later. Good morning, future and fellow OTs. It is Thursday, the week is almost done, and yesterday I had overall a good day. Usually a tiring day, but overall a good day. So we went walking yesterday morning, which was good. So 2 days in a row. We didn't go walking this morning, but we will tomorrow. So instead I just did a workout here at home. Still got up at 6 a.m. to do it, and I actually did it. I got out of bed. Everyone be proud of me. Thank you. That's going well. We started a meditation club yesterday. You might see in this clip, I don't know where I'm going to show it, where part of our lunch breaks overlap. So we're trying to get together for like 5-10 minutes, just run Headspace or just something on YouTube meditation, and just kind of chill out, turn the lights off, lie on the ground, zone out for a bit, and then come back. And we actually felt like we did feel at least a little bit refreshed after that. If not, it's just some scheduled relaxation time during our day, halfway through the day, so we can get back to all our clients, kids, adults, and just be more refreshed and energetic for them. So hopefully we continue that. I've made a sign now, so it's quite official. I did some work on self-esteem yesterday. I did one activity from the zones of regulation, which is around your inner critic versus inner coach. So your inner critic is the negative self-talk and the inner coach is positive self-talk. So there's some resources in the zones of regulation program that you fill out and talk through. But I also did an activity called, I think you used to call it like I am, and you encourage the child to kind of think of different adjectives to describe themselves, and then picking out the positive ones and helping them and adding things to them, because usually the child I'm doing it with has perhaps low self-esteem, so they have trouble identifying these things. So what I did was I helped them list all the things that they agreed, that I am this, like John is this, John is that, John is creative, talented, loved, important. And then as I got them to draw a picture of themselves in the middle of this big poster, then they wrote out all those in one color. And then as they were doing that, I was writing my own list. I know to be true that you are kind, you are caring, you're important, you are worthy, like all these things. So I added extra on top that came from me, and I was like, I know these are to be true because I know you. And it was just a really nice poster, and they were really proud of it at the end. So I think I might do that again today with someone else because it went well. But today is my mobile day, so I am out and about in the community visiting daycare, schools, homes, all that jazz, and it's usually quite a long and tiring day, so I'll see how we go. Tonight we have a dinner to farewell a few of the ladies leaving the clinic, and then Friday morning, so it's school holidays coming up. I think this is the last week of school. We have some holiday programs we like to run just once off groups, like social groups. So I have been put in charge with a speech pathologist. We're in charge of leading a drama group for young adults. So I'm very excited to plan that on Friday morning with her, and we're both very excited. So hopefully it goes well.
And off to dinner. So just on my way off to the dinner for a few girls who are leaving the clinic. So I had a long day, but a good day. So I had a few sessions in the morning and then a few back-to-back this afternoon that were all out in the community. So I did a bit of play therapy today, a bit of work on creating more positive associations with toileting for a child who really doesn't like going to the toilet. Welcome back. So I've just gotten home and it's quarter past 6 at the moment. So I thought I'd just run you through how my week was, the types of things I worked on, types of sessions I had. So this morning, Friday, I have a play-based session in the mornings, and so we're working on joint attention engagement through play. Had some more emotional regulation things today where we're working on the size of the problem, because there can be little problems, medium-sized problems, big problems. Some kids or even some adults might just react to every problem in the same way, so the size of their reaction might not match the size of the problem. So getting sand in your shoe doesn't need to be necessarily a whole tantrum, a whole meltdown. It can be, oh, this seems like a little problem because it's only affecting me, it's not going to last very long, and I can figure out the solution myself. Take my shoe off and shake it out and then put my shoe back on. But it's teaching them about the different sizes of the problems, having them identify the problems in some YouTube videos that I use, give them some scenarios. They have to think of some scenarios for the different sizes. We create a poster with the kind of different criteria for each type of problem. And then the next step would be teaching them the size of the reaction. So we can react, you know, 5 out of 5, a big reaction, or we can go, and keep going, like, that's all right, oh, that's annoying, that's disappointing. Might sign, say, oh, dang. Whatever, the kid-friendly version of, oh, snap. Oh, well, keep going. And then talking about whether their own reactions match the size of the problem and helping them to adjust their behavior to the situation. Also did some more fine motor this afternoon, using my visual pictures to help some of my clients choose what they want to do. So I'll give them 2 pictures and they need to pick which one, and they put it up on the wall because we have carpeted walls. So they're Velcro, they put them up, and that's how they tell me, that's how they make their choice and show me what they want to do next. Yesterday I did some more self-esteem work and also started talking about the inner critic, inner coach. So this is zones of regulation terminology, where the inner critic is negative self-talk and the inner coach is positive self-talk, and just making them aware of the differences and some examples, and starting to have them think about what situations these different positive and negative self-talk might come out. Is it during exams? Is it when someone says something mean to me at school? And then trying to put in strategies or replace those negative self-talk conversations or phrases with positive ones. So what could I think instead of this? If I think I can't do it, I think I can't do it yet, or I can't do it yet, or I'm trying my best, that's what matters, or, you know, that sort of thing. So this weekend I have a few concerts that I'm performing in, and doing one of my friends' makeup for the races. There's races happening around here and they're going to go to them, and I'm just doing her makeup. I think relaxing and doing some OT hub work. So I'm looking to interview a few OTs from around the world in different disciplines. So I've reached out to a few over Twitter, so I think I'll try and reach out to a few more as well, and start thinking about my interview questions, what topics I wanted to discuss with each different clinician, and start finding times that work for these clinicians who are across the other side of the globe as me, what times are going to work for us to film an interview. Alright guys, that is the end of my week, and hopefully the end of noisy trucks going past. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.